Frank, you excited?
He's excited.
Because we're back with the Busted Shovel podcast.
We're back.
This summer. Get ready.
It's not, well, it is it?
It's
No,
still summer.
It's still summer,
There's
no.
still a bit of summer left.
I want it to be cold.
And he's busted, and I'm Shovel.
And these are our beautiful faces.
I'm balding now.
No, well, you used to have hair.
Mhm.
Actually, did the people even see the hair?
What? Yeah, I think the last one we did, I had a bit of a mane going, but it wasn't as voluptuous as it
I
as
can't
it
even
was,
look at you right now.
where I was
You're supposed
turning.
to keep it for one thing and one thing only. How's Vessel going to recognize you now?
I know. Maybe that's the point. I don't want to be recognized.
You make me sick.
And speaking of being sick, today we're going to be talking about our top 10 for Rush.
The
where
band.
We went through, like we always do, listening to every single song on all their major albums and other little stuff, which I think Rush had 19 albums, studio albums. And, yeah, we're going to give our
I'm
takes.
tired.
It was a lot. I'll say it out on the front. I really, really enjoyed the stuff early on. Like, I think their music started off so strong for me. I wouldn't say it fell off a cliff. I just got a bit fatigued
Yeah.
from pretty similar sounds with stuff, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it was just a lot.
Well, the issue became is like we literally just listened to that. Like there was no wait period. We just grinded it all.
Yeah.
I mean, we had I had periods where I was just like, I can't rush anymore.
No, I had to take a break as well and get my, sleep token addiction and all that stuff in. But no, I overall I thought it was a pretty positive experience. But yeah, we'll hop right into it. Why don't you lead us off with
I'm gonna lead
your
us off
song
with
at
number 10. This is gonna be off their first album, I believe.
It's a great album.
Yeah, it is. It's In the Mood.
In the Mood.
So off the top of my head, I remember that had the cowbell with the intro.
Yes.
That caught me off right away. I was just like, yes, this song's gonna be a vibe.
Mhm.
And I think it was just him about like either want to smash some chick. Like the whole song was kind of just like that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of I'm gonna say this a lot, but a lot of their music, especially early on, was grand might not be the right word, but it feels like the right word, because it felt big. Like everything was like overdone in a good way.
Oh yeah. I think the best word, like when I think about that very first album, was just bitchin'. It was a bitchin'
Oh yeah, there
album,
you go,
dude.
there you go.
Because
Yeah.
it was so, to sound like a 2000 skater, it was so rad.
No,
it just
dude, it
felt
was.
like rebellious, and it felt just like almost holistic in a way. It was, that whole album is so sick. I agree.
No, yeah. So that was just a funny song to me, and I was just like,
Yeah.
this has to be on here.
And it sounded good.
And it was a banger too.
So I made the mistake of not writing down the albums for most of these, because
I
some of
didn't
them I
either.
don't remember. I should have done that. So that's on me. And I'm going to totally butcher my number 10 song name. La Via Strangiato. Something like
Living the Vida Loca.
that. Pretty much. To
Oh,
my
God.
recollection, because it's been a little bit, I didn't check this one out
I gotta-
specifically. So,
I
actually, you
might
know
have
what?
to.
Yeah, pull it up. Because
I don't even know
all
how
I
to
remember
spell that.
specifically from this song
What
was...
did you call it? La Vida
Actually,
Loca?
wait. We'll just listen to it first, because I remember it being pretty fucking cool.
Living the Vida Loca.
Living La Vida Loca, Strangiato. What I originally wrote down was psychedelic, because I do think it has some pretty psychedelic elements to it, but it kind of encompasses all those weird sounds that Rush likes to put in a lot of their songs. And it's like the Shredfest song for Rush, which is kind of funny, because the style for Rush isn't so much to be shreddy as it is to be like melodic and jammy.
Yeah.
But when they do it, it's kind of fun because, and this is going to sound really condescending, I think, but I truly don't mean for it to be, but it sounds almost like just a sloppy, not accurate guitar playing thing that's going on, but that's kind of like the beauty of it, adding to the song, where a lot of it's just like this pentatonic ripping stuff that's just so fun to listen to. Like, it's stuff that I actually really like to hear when I see bands live, because don't get me wrong, obviously everybody loves clean, sweep picking, all that stuff. Like this is just like ripping pentatonic stuff, and there's obviously a bunch of other shit going on, but it's just you could tell it's just very emotion filled, more so
Yeah.
than being like, oh, I'm gonna try to do this crazy thing here and do like a tap sweep thing that like everybody does now, which that's kind of a big thing with Rush too. It was kind of nice to go back to music like this for me, because I think I picked up on a lot of this too, and this might be a hot take. I think they are like maybe the most influential rock band ever.
I could
'Cause
believe
I
that 'cause
hear-
they did so much shit.
They did so much shit, and the music I listen to, I just hear the influence in so much music over the 90s, the 2000s, I think even into today. I think it's some pretty
that's very
cool
true. And then I guess just to slightly caveat, that's a word. I don't know if that's the right word. Is caveat to add?
I think in a kind of no, isn't a caveat just like another sort of like there's a catch.
Oh, then no, there's no caveat here. In addition to what
Yes.
you were saying,
I
we'll
could be
keep
wrong.
it. We'll keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
No, just something I enjoyed was the guitar sound. I always like the classic because it's like very subtly gainy, but it's very clean and crisp.
It is. It's like glassy.
Yeah, so it's just very nice to listen to.
It is.
And pretty much all of their music has that guitar sound to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just like, dude, this is the way I like guitar to sound.
Yeah, it's a very familiar tone, and it's very, again, influential. You
Yeah.
just hear that with the tone and everything. And the songwriting, too. But yeah, sixth song that surprised me when it came on. And it was on Hemispheres.
Yes,
Banger.
we've which
on
I could
that.
not pronounce.
But yeah, why don't we move on to number 9?
All right, so this is from what is this? The Windows album? Hold on. Wow, I really should have wrote all this down. Hold on, I will find this. Everyone calm down, please. Wait, hold on. I can't see it.
Hey.
So this is from the album Power Windows. Right? Is it? Or am I wrong? Yes, it is from Power Windows. It's Marathon.
Marathon. Do I remember that one?
Holding on.
You can talk about it.
Well, if you want to listen to it first. Or do you need it?
I'm trying to remember.
Because otherwise I'll just like...
Oh, yes. Okay. Because I was
So
like...
you remember this now?
I think so. Because...
Okay.
No, go ahead. Talk about it.
All right. So this, as far as the song goes, it wasn't one of their crazy grand songs as far as like the musicality goes. I get it was far more on the simple end. The chorus kind of did it for me. I don't know why. It was just kind of like a beautiful chorus the way he sang, which kind of really grasped me to the song. Obviously, they still had some good instrumentals in it, but it wasn't like most of their other music where it's like this big, almost orchestra-ish kind of booming sound.
This is kind of when they went full 80s to me. Like, when they jumped into, like, the whole synth wave kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah,
because I feel like it was very synth heavy.
'Cause I don't know.
Honestly, a lot of their music from there on out, like, it felt like there was a pretty good amount of that kind of sound added to it.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is really cool.
I did write notes. The notes I have
Good.
on my for the song for the album is Pier Windows instead of Power Windows.
Well, we need to peer into them.
I'm so stupid.
Also, just real quick, shout out Jives for coming back from vacation. It's been a long
Finally,
one.
we can record videos again.
Yep.
Because he's here.
Yep.
Doing his thing.
Thank you, Jives.
But yeah, other than that, not a lot to touch upon. Because it was just simple. It was really just the chorus that grasped me to like hold interest in the song. So that's really it. You know.
Well, then I'll say off the first album, I have What You're Doing as my number 9,
Ooh.
which was just very again back to that bitchin' sound with
Oh,
like
yeah.
the harmonized guitars and stuff, and That like it was just very like ear catchy, man.
I think most of that first album, the intro to each song just had its own little pizzazz to it.
It did, yeah.
That just really grasps you right off rip.
Yeah, it punches you in the mouth. But what I thought was cool, and just a caveat, if you will,
a caveat. Who would know that word?
We never do live performances as songs to rate because it's different, and I think it influences songs differently. Even though, because I personally think live versions of songs could be so much better than the studio sometimes when you hear them, and I just like doing the studio personally for this. But I did listen to this. It's the Live at Massey Hall one, and it came up because I just Googled it.
Yeah.
That didn't have an influence. I really liked the song the first time I heard it, but it is highly recommend it. It's very good. Very, very good, in my opinion. But yeah, I really don't have too much to say about it. It's just it's a fun song, man. Again, just ripping, just cool. But yeah. Also, I think early on, Geddy Lee was really letting his vocals shine, I think, in a different way. When I don't know how young he was when they started. Not that he started like fade or anything towards the end, but I really enjoyed how raw his voice was in those 70s albums. I thought he was pretty ridiculous.
It got like really high.
Yeah.
Like really high. It almost all like every time I hear them, I always think of Styx too.
Yeah, yeah.
Just because of the
I think
guy
it's
from
definitely
Styx
in that
is
same
like
vein.
so high.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess they kind of do because Styx I think pulled a lot of the kind of techno-y kind of out there spacey because they have a lot of like the weird they have a lot of weird songs.
Yeah.
Well, Styx and Rush. Jesus, wow. No, they have a lot of like they're all their like 9-minute songs. They go fucking crazy and like they go way out there like musically.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
and I eat that shit up, dude. I do.
See, I get very tired. I go, can we just stop, please? I'm done.
Not gonna lie, I have a lot of very long songs pretty much after this. So,
Wow.
yeah.
I very much avoided those at all costs. See, that's why I knew our list was just going to be different.
Go ahead. What's your number, Ocho?
Now I got Force 10. If I said that into the microphone. That is off Hold Your Fire.
Okay.
That's the first song off of Hold Your Fire. Because at this point, I kind of was in, for the most part, a dry spell.
Yes.
From
I think...
So I think it was like from Moving Pictures... It was almost a dry spell up until I had the marathon from Power Windows.
Okay.
But that was like, what, like 2 albums? 2.5 albums of like dryness. And then, but this came in hard.
Yeah, I remember because I was very much, I think, in the similar vein where I was kind of starting to like fade a bit, where it was getting a little too... I hate saying different. It's not even out there because I really like the out there stuff.
Well,
it just wasn't hitting the way the first couple albums
this came
did.
out, and I guess the right word is sounded a little more rocky.
Yeah, it kind of punched a little bit. Yeah.
I was like, I needed this in my life.
Yeah.
I needed that because it still wasn't like halfway through the shit when this rolled on.
Yeah.
And I was just like, oh, thank God. But yeah, that was... I think that's just, it's also my saving grace song, you know, that kept me in the fight just a little longer.
It's like, we're hashtag back.
But no, because it had that little switch up. And so it's just the rocky and that guitar sound just kind of hit me in the face and I was like, thank God, you know? I needed that, but it's just a nice little bop.
Yeah. And you need those. I think that's very important. And I think Rush is a band that does a good job of having balance with that. Again, early on. Later on,
Well, later on, everything felt shorter. No.
Yes.
I can't even remember.
Remember. If I recall, the last 3 albums, like what was it, Clockwork Angels, and the other couple ones were like they were all like their longest albums because they were like 12 songs and
but they were
like
all
an hour,
like,
10 minutes.
Yeah.
So that was really the big grind, and they did have some decent songs on this. But anyway, my number 8 is also from the first album, which was just this like blues shuffly song, "Here Again," which I'd argue might be my favorite vocal performance by Geddy Lee. It was very, very fun. I wrote down Pink Floyd because it had that kind of element to it as well. That song just it very much puts you in a trance, which Rush does a good job of.
Well, yeah.
So I really enjoyed it.
They're very clever with how they do their music for sure.
Yeah, and I can't remember. I think this is a song where like there was one specific line where it was like making the rivers bleed or something, and I was like, dude, that's hype. They were saying crazy shit back then. We need to get back to that.
It was wild. The first few albums were just wild. It was a good listen.
The lyricism was crazy.
It was
too.
a very good
awesome.
listen.
So I absolutely love that song. It is slower, but I really enjoyed it.
But then what are we? We're at 7?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is fuck, which album was this? I really should have wrote this down. Is this Caress of Steel? Yeah, Caress
of
the
Steel.
Caress of Steel. Yep.
Of the Steel, I believe.
It just,
right? Or
no,
it
it just says of Steel.
Oh, okay. Caress of Steel.
But then we have Bastille Day.
Yeah, that song's sick.
I
didn't write it down. I'll just come out and say it. But that is fantastic.
Dude, that was one of those songs that came out hot and heavy. If I remember correctly, this kind of was just like, honestly made me think of like the start of like an old timey race. We have like a guy versus another guy, and they're staring at each other, and then the guitar kicks in, and then they start taking off, and it's just like an epic little drive.
So,
even though he talks about like taking over a kingdom or something, essentially, because he's like the king will kneel and the blah 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 blah. I forget all the words.
This is I think Rush's biggest strength, and we'll get more into this later. This specific album, they are such good storytellers, and
yes,
they specifically talk because this is, I think if I recall, I don't know the exact research for this song, but I think this has something to do with the French monarchy or something because there's a lot of stuff like that.
That's probably Bastille is
there's
probably
like a
French.
Slice of cake line I think in there or something. I can't remember off the top of my head, but there's like a bunch of everything that they wrote about, like for some albums like that, are very distinct in the story they tell. And they tell it so well, and it's just so fascinating. But again, we'll be coming back to that album, for sure.
Well, Bastille Day is the common name given in English-speaking countries to the National Day of France, which is celebrated on July 14th each year. This is something, and then it turns into French. I can't read French. I can hardly read English.
Français?
Why do we celebrate? Oh, it's the fall of the Bastille prison on July 14th, marking the beginning of the French Revolution.
Yes.
So that's
Okay,
that's literally what that song's about.
Yeah,
apparently,
it's the French Revolution. I think we can say that safely.
The French.
Go. Good job.
Frank's like, what you got? But no, yeah. So that's probably what exactly the song is about.
Yeah.
But it was a banger. It's also one of the shorter songs.
It is shorter. Because if I recall, that's only 4 tracks.
Yeah, that's it's.
Because I think the thing is,
5 songs, 44 minutes.
Yeah, I think the final 2 tracks, if they are longer, I can't remember, but the point is on the vinyl, they were shorter, and in streaming stuff, I think they just condensed it into one song.
Oh, that makes sense.
But so my number 7 song is YYZ, which is highly regarded as one of like the greatest instrumental performances, if not the greatest, specifically Neil Peart, who some say is the GOAT drummer, which it's hard to disagree. The drumming across the entire discography is like...
Oh, it's well done.
Holy shit, it's crazy.
It's very well done.
You could hear... That's, to be honest, when I say Rush is influential, that's actually where I hear it the most, especially in like modern metal and stuff like that. You hear like all these crazy triplets and stuff that he likes to do throughout songs. Oh my god, he is so sick. And YYZ is just, it's kind of a joy. It's very like sporadic to listen to. And it's off arguably, I don't even know if it's arguable that it's their biggest album. I mean, Moving Pictures has like pretty consistently banger after banger after banger on that for them. But YYZ I feel like was pretty transcendent as an instrumental song. I feel like it's one of the more popular ones to ever be released. I'm not sure. I'm kind of just speaking out.
We'd have to look at their actual list, but again, their list is wrong because ours is better.
Yes, because we're doing a podcast.
Because we have microphones, which means we have opinions that you have to listen to.
Sorry about it. But yeah, YYZ is awesome. If you don't like instrumentals, I highly recommend this one just because it's so...
Well, I think
enthralling.
They're worth the listen because it's not just it's not generic. It's Rush has their very own sound, and it's
very unique.
it's
yeah.
very fun to listen to for the first like 2 albums, and then you kind of go like crazy a little bit, and then you want to just not listen to it anymore, and then you get back into it. It's like a roller coaster. So don't listen to all of it in one place. Just like nibble at it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yum, 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 yum.
Exactly. See, you get it.
Number 6.
All right. So I got Time Stands Still, and that is off. Is that this album? Did I bank it? I did not bank it. I did not bank it. Is it this one? Dude, I should have wrote all this down. I give up. I don't know what album it's on.
Oh, it's on Hold Your Fire.
Oh, it is? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. All right, this, from what I remember, this song didn't come across too hard. This had more of the, I think that had like the eerie. They had the like a female backup vocalist for a little bit of it, because it goes
yes. Yeah.
And that was actually almost the perfect sound of Rush, almost like super close.
Dude, I honestly forgot about that song.
No, this was just more of a vocal song for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Cause he has a very unique voice.
I actually can't believe I forgot to write that. That's a song I should have written down at least as an honorable mention. Because, dude, I totally agree.
Yeah,
I completely forgot about that. It's just so good.
It was just a beautiful vocal focused song. Because again, he really just has an amazing voice.
Said it hit number 3 in U.S. mainstream rock chart. So
I binked it.
Binked it. Sorry about it. But yeah, no, dude, that's a great song. That's a good poll.
That's what I do. That's what I do back.
Sorry about it. For my number 6,
such a bad joke.
I have Rivendell.
I'm sorry. My opinion was very, I respect it, but I'll let you talk about it.
I wrote my exact notes as if Blackbird by the Beatles was good. Which, yeah, you might flame me for that. I do not like the Beatles.
That's okay.
No, I think Rivendell was very cool in the way that it kind of really did a good job of creating a setting with just the very simplistic guitar and just kind of letting Geddy Lee just kind of go. Well, I don't know. There was a cool, I don't know, like flow. Like it constantly felt like I was just sitting and a breeze was hitting me while listening to it. It very much transported me to a different place.
He's literally just telling the story of Lord of the Rings, right?
Yes. We're going to get into that.
I was just like, I wanted to be excited for that song when I read it first. I was like, oh, dude, I'm going to love this song. I did not. I actively hated the repeating of that same progression because it was too much for me. Like if it like changed up in the bit like the middle somewhere, I'd be like, oh, this is great, but it was literally over and over again, and I was just like, I can't do this.
I thought I'm over like thinking, trying to big game it in my head. In my opinion, like I thought them doing that was to help like propel the story more so than actually kind of fill out the sound.
Oh, I'm sure.
Where it was just one of those things where it was like, oh, we're just going to keep doing it so we could just talk about our favorite thing ever, which is Lord of the Rings. Because that's just what they love to sing about.
I respect it, and that's why it's technically an honorable mention, even though I'm very okay if I never have to hear that song again.
That's when I listened to it a decent
I can't. That's just so painful for me. It was so slow. It was great storytelling, you know. I love Lord of the Rings, but you know what? Let's leave the music to what was it? Howard Shore?
Sure.
Wasn't that the guy who put all the music in the backing of
Actually, I don't know. Maybe. It was Peter Jackson again.
I have to look this up. Who did the music in Lord of the Rings? Because I'm stupid. Oh, I banked it. Howard Shore.
Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna leave the Lord of the Rings music to him.
I'm gonna completely disagree with a song very high up on my list because they have a song later on that we'll talk about that was fucking awesome. But yeah, let's go to number 5.
Number 5. We're halfway there. Where's my list? So I believe this is off the first album, Find My Way,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yes. So this is again like every song on that fucking album. The intro was just a whole badass. I might be mixing that up. I'm trying to remember the intros to that. I might have to listen, but no. I know it. I just don't know it. If that makes sense.
We listen to it if you need to.
We're gonna pause for a second.
I'll timestamp it. Oh, would be it?
Because I almost think no. This is the.
I had a. You know what's funny? I had a feeling you wouldn't like Rivendell. That was my.
Right. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is it. This is the one I'm talking about. Okay, I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, no. So that intro just hits you like a truck.
Mm-hmm.
It was just. It's so groovy.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you put it, bitchin'.
It's very bitchin'.
I was just like, yo, this is going to be a good time. I think the whole song just kind of follows that, too. That was just its own bitchin' vibe, if you will. But, oh my God. It's really just it's the music that really enthralls you in that first album because it just pulls you in like nothing else.
Yeah.
Because of the guitar work, again, it's one of my favorite guitar sound, like how a guitar sounds.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like, just give me more of this.
It very much is that like reverby big sound and like that thick sound. I actually don't know what guitar is played, but to me it just sounds like a Les Paul. I'm not sure because it sounds so beefy, but no, it has that big, beefy, beautiful,
and it sounds
big sound.
It sounds so crisp.
It does.
Like
yeah.
I hear every note.
I mean, because truthfully, I think part of that sound, and I'm sure there are a lot of bands that do it today, but there are a lot of like amp sims and cab sims and everything you could do digitally. That sound of just like Marshall amps and just miking those up and actually playing through true amplifiers was just such a unique, beautiful thing, and that's what that is.
I put that sound almost as audibly appealing
Mm-hmm.
as the old timey radio people.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
like
yeah.
you have that crisp voice that comes through the. I mean, it's not crisp; it's actually more like staticky. But it's like, oh, we got Curly coming to the mound. Yep. You're just like that. That voice. I forget the Trans-Siberian
Orchestra.
Yes. They're all just like making a bunch of instrument noises through the radio. I forget
so
the transcontinental
Transatlantic.
breakfast transatlantic.
Listen, wrong process, right answer. That's all that matters.
That's all it takes. See, I say the words to spark the ideas,
Mm-hmm.
and
that's what we need.
And that's a job that very few can do.
Amen. That was fire.
But yeah, that was my number 5. Blah blah blah. Finding My Way.
So I cheated.
You cheated.
I combined 2 songs together.
Oh, is it? Oh, I feel like I know.
Cygnus Book 1 and 2.
See, that's fair. They're both of books. Are you good, brother?
He's having a meltdown.
So am I.
They are so fucking cool. They're both just cool songs. And again, we're at the point now, at least for me in the list, where I'm almost like some of these songs are being held up so much more just by the overall like storytelling than even just the actual music, which is kind of rare for me. But I have to do more research specifically because I usually try to wait before we do these because I like to read what people think, even if it's on like Reddit or some forum or something, of how people interpret the songs.
Just so you could tell them they're wrong.
So, no, it's more so because I don't want that stuff to influence my list, my top 10, because I don't want to be like, I don't want that to overly impact how I feel about the song. I want the song to be the song so I can properly rank it in my head, because that's going to be my true and honest ranking, knowing as little as I can, because obviously I can't digest it all. I didn't listen to these songs 100 times. I listened to these maybe a few, just enough to kind of get it. All I did was I tried to pull little things about Book 1 and Book 2 for like the most bare bones summary, which I don't even know like how accurate these are. I don't even know if I'll say it right. All I wrote down was for Book 1, it follows an explorer on a ship called the Rocinante who travels to the black hole, Cygnus X1, and he is ultimately destroyed, but his spirit survives. So, like, that's the idea of it. I really don't have much more to add to it, to be honest with you. And then the second book was, I guess it introduces ancient Greek-like conflict between two groups of people, those who follow pure logic, represented by Apollo, and those who follow pure emotion, represented by Dionysus. The conflict escalates into civil war. So, it's a song that, again, I need to do more research to fully grasp it, because I haven't. But just sitting there and listening to those is one of those, like, I could put earbuds in and, like, sit on the couch and just, like, almost disappear into that world, because I think the added instrumentation, the just the overall music of everything, it's just kind of like, I don't know, it feels like it kind of blocks out everything else. And I think it's so cool that a band can do that, where it feels like I'm reading a book listening to a song.
Yeah, they do it so well. I'm just like too stupid and tiny brain
Dude,
to
it's
like
hard.
take. No, that's some of the stuff was like.
It's very like, yeah, you
so
gotta be like dialed in.
And I mean this in the as a compliment. It was so like overdone.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it was just there was so much to it. This wasn't like, oh, I'm just gonna put this song on and like.
It's not
just-
like a generic pop song talking
No,
about
this
like
is-
a love interest. This is like really in-depth shit,
and it's
which is
just-
really cool.
Like a lot of this music fried my brain for a little bit.
Yeah, and that's I like that because I do like niche stuff, and it makes me go, oh, I need to know more. I'm like curious, so then I fall down the rabbit holes of YouTube videos that are 3 hours long explaining what 2 lines in the song mean, and then I'm like, God damn it, I need more.
It's wild.
But so that's probably what I'm going to end up doing after this. But yeah, why don't we move on to number 4?
Number 4. All right, this is when I start getting like mainstream. But now I have Fly By Night.
Yeah.
Now, cause see, this is just like
Classic.
this is their catchy as fuck song.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when I first started listening to this stuff, and I was playing all the music, and I'm working with my uncle. He's like, "What are you listening to?" I'm like, "I'm listening to Rush." He's like, "That doesn't sound like Rush." And then he stuck his ear in. He's like, "Huh." I think at this point I've already listened to Fly By Night because
Yeah.
it's like one of their earlier songs, right? It's their second album.
Yeah.
Um,
Very, very popular banger.
but so he walks away and he just starts singing that song while I'm listening to the other songs. I'm like, fuck, man, I kind of want to listen to that song again.
It's catchy.
So then I just threw it back on because it's just a catchy. You just can't stop it. Once it's in your brain, it's in your brain, and that's
Yeah.
it. It's over.
I actually forgot to write it down. It was on my phone. That was an honorable mention for me.
It
And not because the song isn't great. I really enjoy it. It's more so, I don't know why. And I think, again, it was more my mind framing the song in a box of what I think Rush is as opposed to what the actual song was, which I try to avoid. I really do when I make my top 10. Because I was like, this isn't a song that Rush would write. I was like,
I don't
it's
know.
good.
It felt very rushy though.
Like, it is a great song.
I think
it's
the
very
the
catchy.
music was still grand.
Oh yeah, no, it was still
like it was.
great
It
song.
was.
It was one that didn't hit super hard for me, which is weird because it totally should have.
I'm a simpleton. If you make a good beat and some catchy words, I'll be that there singing along,
Amen, brother.
snapping knee slapper.
But I'm following in line of the bangers, and I have the Spirit of Radio at my number 4 spot, which is probably you could
I would
argue the
consider that
most
a hard take.
classic Rush song.
Yeah, I would call that a hot take. Not being
Like-
at like anything above that.
because it's so cool. The song structure is so cool. Obviously, the riff is like one of the most classic guitar
yeah,
riffs of all time. It's awesome. But off that same album, I have a song, Higher. And it's a song I can listen to and really appreciate and be like, damn, that's awesome. But for some reason, it's one that I don't want to go back constantly and listen to. Unlike the other song I have above it.
sometimes the best is left in strides or something.
You know what? Here's what I'll say. I have a dumb new saying I could say for this.
Do it.
The Spirit of Radio for me is not an everyday food or an anytime food, I guess you could say. It's not something I'm craving at any times. It's almost like it'd be like, oh, I want this for lunch, but not every day. I just want it for lunch every once in a while. It's not something where like, oh, I could just eat this single thing every single day. Because
I
we
guess that's
equate songs to food on this podcast.
'Cause-
which is why you should subscribe. Because you like eating food too. Because we said so.
Eardrums are the tongues of the ears.
Well said.
So just write that down. Put it in your notebook.
Speaking of tongues and holes, why don't we go to number 3?
I have Closer to the Heart.
Really?
Yep.
Wow. That's okay.
Well, that's because I remembered this song when it started playing. I was like, wait a second, and it's just it's just such a banger. And then like to him just going closer to the heart, closer to the heart. That's not how he sounds like, but that was my rendition.
No, I think you nailed it.
If you listen to the original and then listen to what I sang, you could decide who's better. I know who you're gonna pick, but I did try. But no, this had one of those like iconic sounds for me, like a nostalgia sound. I have no idea why I knew this song, but I'm guessing one of my parents listened to
Probably.
Rush when I was a child, and I was just like, I know this song, and I was just bopping along to it. I was like, dude, I don't want this song to end. So that's a big reason it's up so high. It was definitely a nostalgia pull because just being able to like remember the song, I was just like, dude, this is a bop. And the music in it was I'm trying to remember the riff. I can't remember the riff.
We can
Well,
listen to it if we need to.
I just want to. Can we?
Mhm.
Maybe I'm forgetting, so we listen to
This
it.
we'll leave in because they need to hear this.
I gotta find the album because I did not write it down. Is that's yes? Nope, that's the wrong song.
That's a banger though.
It is a banger.
It's a great.
Oh, I
fourth
found
song.
the other song I was looking for earlier.
Okay.
Where the fuck is it? It was so early on. I thought in my mind. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, see,
Yes.
that intro is just so beautiful.
It's very iconic. Yeah.
It's just so beautiful.
It's a great riff. And you know what?
Oh,
I bought this because this fucking album rocks. It's their best one. By a
so-
lot. Spoilers.
So now we can listen to that on vinyl. Are you telling me?
Yes.
Oh my god. You want to drink and just listen to Rush?
We'll be back.
Yeah, welcome back to the Best of Podcast.
We're drinking.
I'm Rush, and he's...
I'm Rustin Limbaugh, and I'm a politician. Speaking of politician, at number 3, I have Limelight.
Banger.
That's the most, I think, I don't know if I could say popular. It's probably the most popular song that I enjoy. Dude, that riff, it's
so good.
it's top 5 riff of all time for me. It
like-
is so good. It's so fun to play. Even before I really listened to Rush, I listened to that song. I forgot. I think it was in a movie I heard it for the first time, and I was like, what is that? Found out it was Rush, added it, got addicted to it, listened to it. By far my most listened to Rush song. Learned it on guitar, all that stuff. It is just that, like, if I had to pick out a classic rock song to point out, like, in
That'd be
history, honestly, it's probably this one for anybody to listen to.
No,
I think it's one of the most best, or it's the best formulated rock song I think maybe ever. Which is a crazy take, but I'm laying it out there. I'm doing
Listen, I agree with you because it's my number 2.
it.
so
It's
it's
so
just
good. It's so good, dude. But
no,
yeah,
it's
my
like
number
I got very essentially bandwagony because all the songs I remembered as kids are like the fan
two.
favorites.
Well, yeah, sometimes
for a
the bangers
reason.
are just bangers.
And that's what happens. That might be the well said of well saids.
Yep.
Yeah.
Speaking of number 2,
Yeah.
do you want to add anything to?
I
don't
mean,
know what
there's
else to
just
add.
like it's just a banger, dude.
It's so good.
It comes on and you're just like, this kind of fucks. Like this is like a steak. Like
no,
nice.
legit. It almost has a bit of like testosterone to it for some reason. I don't know, like
It's sung in such a high pitch,
but it makes me want to like
But it's
get
so-
up and do something.
but it makes me feel so deep.
Amen. Amen, brother.
And that's enough about Limelight.
Well, then I guess we'll hop onto my
Your number
two,
dose.
which is The Necromancer.
Rip. Crazy pull.
Dude, you want to talk about storytelling? This is a song I can't wait to dive into. because
You
it's
dive
just
in.
Lord of the Rings fucking porn. That's just what it is.
I was not into this song.
It's amazing. I think every aspect of it. I just remember feeling like, again, just lost in the setting of the song and just being like, I can't believe that a song is actually making me feel like I'm in like an enchanted forest right now. This is fucked up. I love this. It's
No.
crazy.
I mean, that's fair. I did not enjoy the song because it was so long. But no, the song itself was very like ethereal that way.
Yes, and I
Um,
loved it, dude. I loved it. But I have to like, I'm not going to go through it right now. I really want to get into it because I'm sure when it was originally broken up on the vinyl, because I'm so sure it was. I'm pretty sure it was like 3 separate books technically of stories, or a story from Lord of the Rings or whatever. That was like the whole idea behind this. I don't know how much you knew about it or if you know anything about it.
I'd have to remember things.
Because I'll at least pull that up because I do want to bring that up.
Bring it up. Bring it
So
up.
I guess it's what, Into the Darkness, Under the Shadow, Return of the Prince. Because, see, it's so funny that I feel like Rush might be the ultimate Reddit band.
Well, yeah, because they have so much
They have
music,
so much shit.
and it's
I'll just
so
pull it up and
like
see.
its own thing. What are they? What are the Reddit
it's just-
Redditors Redditing?
They're just, we're not going over their ranking because they're wrong. But anyway, no, it's just, again, I love longer songs. And I think they do a good job too of just making it not feel empty to me. Like I was pretty encaptured. It's become part of my rotation, but it's not my number one. I think they do that, but even better with my number one. But I have to hear what your number one is first. But before we do that, we'd like to go to our sponsor, the honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions. These are the things you wish you could have said but can't.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna say them now because they're not good enough, but they're good enough.
And you can get 20% off your opinion at the door. So leave
We're
us
just gonna
alone.
kick you on the way out.
Bye. So I have 5 written down for me. I it doesn't matter.
Where did I even? Oh, there they are. Well,
Because I'd say just rip through them and we'll see if we have any of the same. One
well,
of mine
I
is
wrote
a pretty
down.
hot take.
I wrote down 3, and I
Okay.
think our hot take might be the same. Because I have Rivendell, but we talked about that already. I have Tom Sawyer.
Yeah, that's my my big one that I think is going to be frowned upon.
Yeah.
I agree. No, I get it, but I feel like I'm forced to get it a little
You
bit.
see, yeah, that's one of those songs. Like you just have to like them, you know. You have to like that song. And you're like, but do I?
Because then it's like, but listen to the do 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 do, and you're like, yeah, that's fine.
Have you listened to all their other stuff?
Yeah,
There's
they do
so,
the same thing.
They have so much other stuff. And then I have,
it's a good song. Like I can listen to it for sure. It's just not my favorite. But go ahead. Sorry.
and then I guess the other one I have is the Wreckers from. That's one of their newer
Ooh.
albums.
I don't remember that.
Because it's like, because at this point we were fatigued out of. This is from Clockwork Angels.
Okay.
That one that one kind of just. It wasn't crazy. There was not much to it. It was kind of just like when I was listening to this song specifically, I was like, you know, obviously his voice aged, but he's still holding it together.
Yeah.
Like I'm sure he probably can't get as high, but it still sounds so good.
Yeah.
So it just kind of came through at that song for some reason. And the song was just kind of like the kind of sad song, so you know that resonates with me.
Oh yeah. That's that good shit.
Yeah, so it was just like, you know? And then I threw it in there so I'd remember to say, it was like, his voice still aged, I think, so well.
Gracefully for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, to the fact that, their first album released in
70 something, early 70s, right? Like
Yeah.
72, maybe.
Because this album was 2012, and they
So
started
crazy.
singing in
So crazy.
1973.
73. Yeah. God
Like
damn,
that's
so
like
crazy
it's
to
like
think about.
unheard of, and the fact he was still going strong.
That's what 39 years in
It's
between.
wild.
Holy shit.
That's wild, and like it wasn't like he wasn't singing like his heart out the entire time.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of why that's there. Because because they still crush it. They sound, obviously the sound musically is a lot more modern. So I think which I guess is kind of sad, because kind of like lost their thing. But I mean, there's still other newer songs that still have their like grand instrumentation that they do. But the earlier stuff just, to me, is just like peak.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I think definitely the first. I mean, that run in the 70s into the early 80s was absolutely ridiculous. I think songwriting. But just to add a few extra, I have Baitor and the Snow Dog, which I believe is more Lord of the Rings.
I do remember that song too. That was just a little chuckle when I was listening to that.
I enjoyed it.
When I read the title, I was like, I just want him to sing this so bad.
Yeah.
Because I just want to hear how he was doing.
It's a pretty long one too.
Oh, yeah.
And they do like this really cool. Oh, dude, I totally forgot to mention this. One of my favorite recurring things, at least early on in the music, specifically the guitar playing, is the volume knob swelling they like to do with the guitar playing, which is such a unique thing to hear so much. Because whenever I hear it, it's always like, oh, dude, that's such a fun little guitar trick thing. And they seem like they did it a lot. And they did it to what I remember, kind of when there's that big break in the middle of the song and it comes back in, they kind of have like a little like volume swell thing going on. And it's so cool to me. But I think that's more so the guitar nerd tech stuff that I like. And that's kind of why that song resonated with me. Also, Lakeside Park. The reason I actually was very close to putting this at like 10, but it was technically live, so I didn't. I don't know. It was just like this felt like just a classic song, like a classic rock song to me. There was nothing super special about it. We talked about Tom Sawyer, and I'll be honest, I wrote down 2 other honorable mentions. I don't remember them that well. Red Barchetta and Caravan.
I'm reading them right now, and I'm trying to place them in my mind.
Because I know those are both later. I want to say maybe the second to last album was both of them. I can't remember, but so yeah, I'm an asshole and I forgot. Oops.
Yeah, the one of bajillion songs.
Yeah. So sorry.
Bajillion hours
but
that we've listened to.
I liked them, and so if I pick up Spotify and listen to them, I'm sure I like them again. But let's get to our number one song.
I don't even look at this. This is where Spirit of the Radio belongs. Because Spirit of the Radio is number one.
It's a good song.
It's a great song. It's a number one song,
it's
actually.
A good song. Okay.
Don't gaslight me like that.
I'm not gaslighting.
Oh yeah, it's a good song.
I'm agreeing that it's a good song.
I think you're underballing its performance value.
Yes.
You're telling me you wouldn't have this on like a banger lineup? You wouldn't have this up there to compete against something?
I think you could, but again, I would just prefer Limelight to it, honestly. I think that's the ultimate conversation.
You just don't understand the Spirit of the Radio.
I don't. I never took Radio 1.
Or 2.
Yeah. I took keyboarding.
Yeah, see, that's you don't get it.
Goes perfectly with my number 1, Xanadu. This song is fucking awesome. So good. Again, fucking amazing album, dude. Oh my god, it's so good.
Where did my hat go?
It's so good. Xanadu. Dude, that shit goes crazy. Oh my god.
I don't know. It's no Spirit of the Radio.
The instrumentation in that song fucks my ass up, dude. I was blown away the first time I heard that. I was like, oh, this is what people were talking about with Rush. That was my genuine reaction to it. I was in shock how good this song is. I've been listening to it every day since I listened to it.
Really?
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised if my Spotify Wrapped has that in my top 5. And which is crazy because I think the song is 11-ish minutes.
Yeah.
But again, I enjoy the longer stuff, man.
No, it has its
I'm a
place.
size queen.
Yeah, well, that's why you're impossible to please.
Sorry about it.
It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
I just like keep it cool, keep it catchy, keep it on par with the Spirit of the Radio.
I think that very much is like the two sides of Rush, though. And that's why I think this is great because I think you capture much more the side of like
the common people.
It's not the common people. It's just I feel like you enjoy their music that's more fun to listen to, which I think it's objectively more fun to listen to. I will totally agree with that. Because I think it's two different listening experiences, kind of like what we were talking about before.
It might be because when I was listening to Rush and remembering the songs I remembered,
it's nostalgic.
It's like this is how I want to remember them too.
Yeah, yeah.
So it wasn't. It was forced, but it wasn't forced because I was just like, this is just the song, man. This is it. This is all I need from Rush.
Because I totally concede that Spirit of the Radio is like, I know it's like, that's the Rush song. We all know that.
Yeah.
That's, I just my personal opinion, it's still, the top four, all four of these, I am more than happy. If that shit comes on, I am loving life, dude. And
It's a good time.
it was funny. So the craziest thing was, I've listened to that song obviously in like public and stuff before. I had never ever in my life like heard it just by myself and like truly listened to it, just to go back to it for a second. I can't get over how good the structuring of that song is, though. That's the one thing that, in my opinion, it really should be number one. And like, I totally agree. But dude, Xanadu just. Fuck,
You're just
that
like
song
saying the
goes-
name. That's it. That's all. You were just saving it to say it.
Nah, bro. Xanadu goes crazy. I was so blown away. You know what it was very similar to, and you're gonna be like, you should fucking off yourself for
Oh,
this.
is this the one you were trying to kind of sleep token the idea into me?
Yes.
Well, it didn't sell. It didn't
'Cause
take.
It was the same experience where I was like, and that's gonna be, they're not adjacent in any way. It was more so the moment of when I heard the song, like when I listened to Take Me Back to Eden for the first time, the album,
Yeah.
and like I heard Euclid and like my jaw dropped, or like the apparition and stuff. Like this song legitimately made my jaw drop, and I think that was part of it. It was how shocking the song was to me. Because, dude, I thought they were using, and maybe they were, I thought they were using a fucking theremin at one point in this shit. Like, they were all over the place.
No,
It was just awesome. I loved it. I loved how chaotic, but also controlled the song was. Because the riff, it just sounds like basic open chords, but it's so beautiful, man. I can't get over it. It's just, and yeah, the iconic guitar sound and stuff like that. It's just, this song had everything to me. One of my absolute favorites. As someone who is not a huge fan of classic rock, it's probably my favorite classic rock song, I'd say.
Well, that list isn't long then, Mr. Not Classic Rock.
Yeah, because we're not going to do it now. But
But right now.
Zeppelin is a band that we should definitely do.
Like the lead?
Yes. As in the balloon. But I think ideally, and not ideally, our next band that we will be attacking is Shinedown, as we are both massive fans of the band.
Yeah.
So we'll try to crush that
give
and get
them a
that out.
listen. Well, that should take, in comparison, no time at all to what we listen to.
Yes. And it's not
And-
because so much of the struggle, it's the fact that the discography is about the third of the size.
Yeah.
I think. I actually don't know how many. I would think Shinedown has like 7, 8 albums at most.
I think when I count it, I think it's 8 albums and like an album with 3 songs. And I think that's not including any of the live stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like, I mean, at the end of the day, I enjoyed Rush. I just wish they didn't have so much music.
Yeah.
Because that was demoralizing. Getting like 8 albums in, you're like, oh, I gotta be close, and I'm still scrolling.
Yeah.
This took like 3 flicks to get all the way up. I'm like, oh my god.
No, it's definitely a grind, but I'm happy that we crushed it. I definitely found some songs I really enjoy and have been added to my repertoire. And soon, when I stop being lazy, we'll
Oh.
add and unlist, or I will list the Spotify playlist, which I started formulating with all of our top 10s on it.
That's fair.
So, hopefully by the time the Shinedown one comes out, and
We'll
I'll
have
put
that
it out,
going.
I'll have that up. So if anybody wants
And
to check
then
it out,
all the people can listen to all the music we like because it's the best music ever because we told you it was.
because we're correct.
Except for Xanadu.
Yeah, Xanadu's like too good, I guess. It should probably just be on its own playlist called like the Better Than Everything
Do
Else
not
or
listen
something.
to.
Mm.
And then we'll have one for Spirit of the Radio. You know, that's for all our fans out there who want to listen to the Spirit of the Radio
Yeah, they want their ears to bleed. Yeah.
because it's so good.
Mm.
You ever bleed because something hurts so good?
No,
You don't bleed, right?
not yet. I'll say that.
Not yet.
Maybe I'm still learning. I'm just a young buck in this old world.
Well said.
But we're gonna wrap
Oh,
it up.
with
Thank
the
you for
ranking.
watching.
You don't want to rank them
Rank what?
on 1 to 5 hose?
Oh, you're right. Dude, I completely forgot. Thank you for
That's why I'm
reminding me.
here. I'm here
I
for the
think
beer.
Rush. See, this is hard because
It is.
I truly believe the hose system does take into account the full discography and longevity of it. Because the absolute peak of Rush is damn near a 5 out of 5. It's really good.
But overall,
And it's not because the music's bad. I just feel like there's so much more stuff that's like pretty solid than there is like amazing, just because of the later stuff. I think a 3.5 hose feels really strong to me.
see, I'd sit very happy with you there because I've been juggling that myself the past few days
Yeah.
of where I'd put them. Because the bangers just bang,
Yeah.
But then there's,
they're
like-
really, really good.
but the dry spell is just like it's too much of a dry spell to merit it being just a beautiful band.
But again, if you're going to just listen to Rush and you're picking your songs that you want to listen
You'll
to,
have a great time.
you'll have the 5 out of 5 experience. I'm a weirdo, and I guess on occasion, like I have my like playlist where I like to listen to like specific songs and whatever.
Yeah.
But I just love listening to albums in full. That's just a new thing I've been doing for like the past year and a half. So in terms of that experience, I do think it's I'd say 3.5. I feel is really good, but this album's fucking sick. This and Moving Pictures are probably the goats, I'd say. Hemispheres is really good too. But yeah,
The first
and
album's a
obviously
banger.
OG Rush, yes.
Yeah, first album
The
was a
self-titled
banger.
album is very, very good, very fun. And I did have one last funny comment actually to make that I said to Kate while I was listening to it. That first album, and I say this in a good way, it sounds like every band I go and watch live that's playing rock music. That's just what it sounds like to me. And that just comes from that influence. Like, I feel like I'm sitting there watching a band play in front of me at, like, a bar.
It's a good way to put it.
Yeah. Like, it's such a fun, honestly, like, jovial experience.
Jovial.
Mm.
You're using too many big words right now.
I guess that was 3 syllables, huh?
Juvie. Yep.
Juvie. Don't take
Well, I
me
had to
there.
stop at the third syllable. That's too much for me to say.
Say what you need to say. Next up, we have John Mayer, where he has 15 albums or something.
We're not doing that.
Okay. And on that note,
He's a shovel, and I'm a busted. And you're watching Busted Shovel. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you hate us, you know?
yeah, really rip into us. Tell us how much we suck.
Thank you. Thank you for your criticism that constructs us. But we have microphones and you don't, so
Stay digging.
keep on digging. Ah, we're taking fire.
No.
Use the force.
Yeah, Dad. Nope.